Oh my gosh.
You already recorded?
Yeah. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Black Eye here.
What's going on? It's James.
Yeah, James. Actually, from today's video, as you see the title of and you see the thumbnail, it's gonna be a mukbang. First mukbang, actually.
Yeah, we haven't done one before, have we?
This actually the first one.
Man, this could be something here.
Hey. But we actually eating, Nome's Japan. That's what it was.
Nori, Japan.
North Japan. Got those?
Japanese food.
That's the thumbnail right there. We're gonna pause it. That's the thumbnail right there. Yeah.
It is.
But yeah. So the topic of today. I don't even know the damn topic. Hold on. What do you want to talk about?
How that test drive was on that Charger.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
Could
Actually.
talk about it. Or is that something in the wraps?
You know what? Yeah, we'll do another video for that.
All right.
Definitely. I think yeah, that'd be a dumb video. But let's talk about life, bro.
I'm down.
Definitely, let's talk about life.
Ain't never nothing to talk about with life, man. You know, so much shit going on nowadays.
Like, yeah, definitely. But life is it's one of a kind. Definitely.
You never know what you're gonna get one day to the next.
Yeah, life is one of a kind. But if you're watching this, just listen to me for a second. If you're watching this, first of all, if you're watching this, if somebody tell you you cannot do anything, you will never be anything, you just gonna be worthless, you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do that, do not listen to them. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, man.
Because whatever you want to do, you can get to. You just have to work hard, you just have to be dedicated to it, and you will get there. It's not gonna happen overnight, and it's not gonna happen a year or 2 years. It's going to happen eventually, but you just have to keep pushing it. I'm kind of in the same boat myself. I get down sometimes because there's certain things that I want to do and it doesn't work out. But I'm at to the point that, like, you know what? I'm just going to let it ride out and just do the best I can possibly can to do it, basically. And that's the only way. So if somebody ever tell you that you can't do something, you definitely can. You definitely can.
Yep.
And then when you do, when they come back in your face, remember you said this to me.
Yep.
You said that to
me.
me.
Your friend and buddy, you could get all up in your lifestyle and benefit off of what you did. And it's like, nah, you wasn't here to ride.
I hate people like that, though. I hate people like that. I'm trying to do this, and I'm trying to get you from the seed, like ground, from the seeds, from the beginning. And then you're like, nah, but once I actually do come like in the middle of the seed, then you want to try to, no, man.
They gonna let you put all the effort out, all the work,
Yeah,
all dedication.
pretty much.
They
No,
wanna reap the reward.
it's not.
But,
That's just crazy.
Just can't.
I don't think it's a good thing, really. But
Why should they get the benefit if they didn't put no work?
yeah, definitely for sure. But let me tell you something about life, man. Life is a roller coaster. Definitely a roller coaster.
Definitely. Most definitely. You never know what you're gonna get day to day, man. You might have a really good day, next day be a really bad day. And then the day after that, it can go up and down. Like you said, roller coaster, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Circle.
And it's definitely gonna be bumpy.
But then bumps is what makes you down the road a better person, helps you grow.
Definitely. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. The soy.
The soy.
Got the Coke. See that Coke? Gotta share Coke with a super fan. That's what they say.
You're a super fan, and I'm a
super fan of Coke.
fan.
Oh, you were. Oh, man, they calling it.
I'm a what? What that say?
Legend, brother.
What that say?
Legend.
Goddamn.
They know.
Never thought of myself being that.
Calling it like they see it, man.
Hey, don't worry about my hair, yo, okay? I know I need a haircut, so don't come at me in the comments. I know I need a haircut. I know I'm dark. I get it. I got it.
Yeah.
But definitely, for sure, life is...
I'll hook you up there when you go in there, man.
Definitely, life is a roller coaster. But I'm gonna tell you, life will also challenge you too.
Make you see how ready you are, or how much more improvement you need.
Life definitely will challenge you, for sure. And to be honest, the challenges, it ain't easy. Trust me, it definitely ain't easy. But once you get through it, push through it, at the end of the day, you just gonna be like, you know what? It was kind of worth it because at the end of the day, you kind of learn something from it.
Yeah. Another thing is to take them lessons and learn them, but also not repeat the same mistake. Because if you learn it, what's the point of keep hassling yourself over and over every day with the same lesson that they're trying to teach? At that point, it becomes your problem, not so much the problem that was persistent in the first place.
I wasn't always the same person I am today. I can tell you that much. Definitely was not. But I'm gonna say that for another video when I say story time. But that definitely. But life will definitely challenge you to your max, and it will break you. But you can't let it break you to the point you like, you know what? I don't want life no more. You gotta let it break you to a point to where you want to be like, you know what? I'm just down. I gotta do something. I gotta get my shit together. I gotta go do something.
And that's another
That's
thing.
when you move on. That's what makes your life better, because you're only just going off of that.
And on that same subject, like people that get into their life and they start thinking about things that are going wrong, or they overthink, their life in general, they're not really unhappy with life itself. They're unhappy with the life that they are going through.
Yeah.
You could change your life. It's not just one and done deal. If you're unhappy, think about what's making you unhappy. Tackle that subject and change it. Or if it's something that you can't so much change, see how you can better it. I think a lot of people, suicide, for example, a lot of people go down that path or contemplate back and forth on that, but it's a situation at hand, Family member, for example, if you're in that situation, in a household where there's a family member and something's going on with that person and you're trying to get out of it, see how you can get out of it. Travel down a certain path to better your life in that situation.
First of all, don't be scared of change. Don't be scared of change, I should say. Don't be scared of change, because at the end of the day, changing something in your life that you used to be doing might be a better off thing for you. It might be a good thing for you. Yes, it might be a little bumpy, wherever you want to say it, bumpy or curvy, but change is always good in anything situation you definitely can do. I mean, yes, you might be in a predicament like, I feel comfortable now, I'm good, I don't want nothing to change. You can always change something to make something else better. There's nothing in this world that you can. There's always more room. There's always room to make. Change, and it's always to do something different every time. Because at the end of the day, you have to think about it. People set goals in their life. Am I right? Yep. Set goals in their life. Once you accomplish all those goals, what you gonna do next?
You can't just coast. Because if you do, you're gonna be stagnant.
There's no such thing to dream too big. I can tell you that much. There's no such thing.
Constant improvement, constant goals, constantly, pushing towards whatever dream.
Every day in life, you learn something. I tell you that much. Every single day in life, you learn something.
At the same time, the same thing with becoming comfortable and familiar and everything like that. Sometimes I see it as two sides, good and bad, really, though. Because if you're comfortable, that means you're not seeking betterment for yourself because you're comfortable. You don't feel comfortable getting outside of that safe zone. So if you don't, man, you ain't gonna step out.
For sure.
But sometimes stepping out, grass is greener sometimes, but of course sometimes it ain't. But it really depends on, for one, your outlook, two, what your goals are in that step in life. A lot of people become comfortable and they're just like, all right, this is cool, this is where I want to be at. But they fail to see on the other side of things, like, man, they're capable of so much more. It's all about ambition. It's all about dedication.
You're right about that, though. Definitely right about that. This is good.
It is pretty good, ain't it?
Definitely good.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, eat, all that, man, because this is a distracting meal. That is for sure.
Definitely good.
Nori, Japan, wasn't even that much either, man. Like what, $8 for one?
Yeah, actually the chicken rice was like $8 something.
$8.19. And you get two meats and the rice.
Yeah, we got shrimp and chicken. Just in case, I don't know if you said that, but we got shrimp and chicken. But definitely, man, life will definitely do that to you.
Yep.
But you also, part of life, you also got to put yourself around positive people. You definitely got to put yourself. Damn, dude, I need to shave too. But I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, mine's getting out there a little bit, but you can't see.
You definitely have to surround yourself around positive people. Because if you don't, it's definitely gonna be a bumpy road. But if you're around yourself around positive people that have like just ambition, not even want to say goals because you don't have to have the same goals that they have. But if they're positive, they don't do this, they don't do that. As far as there's just messing up your life and helping you and just trying to get you, you need people like that. You definitely need people like that. But you're also going to have those people that's going to try to 360 you, which is they'll tell you all that in the beginning.
Yep.
But once you end up getting closer and closer and closer,
some of them get in there just to find out the dirty details.
For sure. And the next thing you know, your business is all over town, all neighbor to neighborhood, and then next thing you know, everybody knows who you are.
You got them coming in here just to have their way, their benefit. They ain't looking out for you at all. Like, you know, like Mr. Black Guy just said, man, your business is gonna be in this person's ear, They go tell this story, it's gonna get changed.
For sure. Definitely for sure. I'm just like, what the hell?
Pretty much.
Trust me, I've been there, done that. That's why I keep my circles small.
It's really like you were saying about surrounding yourself with people in a positive environment and a positive aspect. I mean, that really changes your mindset in itself.
Yeah.
If you're hanging out with a negative crowd, in return, you're going to be negative because that's all you're around. That's all you know, pretty much, at that point. And you don't get that strength from, like, if you can hang out with a negative person and still be positive, you don't get that strength unless you've either been through it or you experience it, which, as we said before, that's getting out of your comfort zone, you know, opening yourself up to a new possibility, you know, a different side of who you are. You might not know that side of yourself yet, but it all comes in time, you know, going through things. It's like, you know, Mr. Black Guy here, man, I mean, yeah, we got our times where we get down and out, but that's everybody. That's what makes you human, you know, that's life. But at the same time, I know I can go to him and lean on whatever he has to tell me that's going to make my mindset better. And, you know, he does the same thing in return. And that's why we were close, you know.
That is some true shit there. I tell you that much. The past 2 days, like we've been, yeah. Well, you've been started it, but for these past 2 days, for this week, I started it. Then yesterday, boom, you started it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was definitely.
And things been looking up, and even if they're not, man, you just in your head you got to keep that same mindset, that same thought process.
Things will play. Everything's looking up in 24 hours. Everything is coming at one time.
And today, I mean.
Yeah, like that was just.
That's crazy.
After all that stuff, I'm just sitting there talking like, hey, it's nothing.
Like,
boom. But
things are on the rise.
That's why I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop it. Don't even rush it. Just let it do itself. And you got to do that sometimes.
Sure enough.
You got to just sit back and relax and calm down and just let it take itself. Just let it go.
But sometimes, man, giving the power to the higher ups, man, it really does benefit you sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And patience, giving things time, man, that's some of the biggest struggle you go through, but it is worth it in the end. And you're not alone though. Like if you ever be like in your room or just in your own head thinking like, man, I'm all alone in this. No,
you ain't.
You really not.
Trust me. There's a lot of us that's going through it.
You are physically maybe alone in that aspect, in that setting, but mentality-wise, man, there is very, very many people. Very many people.
Yeah, for sure.
And the best ones to speak on it is the ones that's been through it. And
that's the
knew
ones
somebody
that's stronger.
that dealt with it.
Exactly. That's why I said that when you have friends, that's why I said you gotta have your circle small when you come to friends. Because technically, you have a group of friends. Say like it's me, James, and like a few of our friends. James been through so much in his life already. That's one. And I have other friends that has not been through anything really, just yet. And I'm going through the same stuff that James already been through. I don't go to James for advice. I go to my other friends. My friend's gonna pat me on my back and tell me everything is gonna be okay, it's gonna work out and everything else, which is they supposed to, you're your friend. And yes, it's helpful. But when you actually have that one friend that actually been through the same stuff that you already been through, it's a lot better advantage over the other friends telling you having to go back, because they can actually tell you, hey, look, this is not going to be easy, But this is what you can do to overcome it. This is how you can do to move it, and this is how you can pretty much flip it around. Basically, because first of all, they already been through the same situation. But vice versa to the person that has it. The person that has it has not been through it, so they don't know how you feeling at that time. But the person that actually have, they already pretty much been through that, so they know what you're feeling, so they can easily help you to kind of maneuver through it and make your move on from it. Basically,
That's true.
that's
And
why
a
I
good
said that. But
good
it's
example
definitely.
that I'm thinking of, like, the best example I can think of anyway is like a new job. Say you go in there, you got your trainer, you know, but you're in a group of people where it's, say, you and 5 others. You can't go to one of the 5 other people in your group and say, all right, how do I do this at this job? Because he's new, you're new, but your trainer, he's been there, he's gone through it, he's went through it, he's done that. So like Gerald just said, man, you can just go to him for any questions you got. He's gonna be able to, right there, he's got it, he got the answers.
Yep.
And until you go through that same step and that same process in that place of employment that trainer went through, you ain't going to find out, you ain't going to know. But the best thing too, you have 2 things you can do. You can step back, learn from someone else's mistakes and the steps that they took to get where they're at. You go end up in the same path that they went down. Or you can go down the other path, and it's just going to be you yourself, and you have to learn to, figure it out your own way.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all it is.
Basically. Sorry about that, guys. It died. It died. But where was left off at?
I think we left off doing the job comparison. When you're in the training class and you got your person training everybody, you can't go to that person that's beside you for advice because they don't know. They ain't been through that yet, man.
Definitely a good example. Because a trainer knows everything, so they train for a reason.
They got to where they're at because they went through that experience, through that hard time in their life, and they had to learn it firsthand. And that's where you can go to them for that guidance, and you can learn what's going to happen if you go down that road from what they tell you, what they've been through. But if you all decide to go down that road on your own, you just gotta be ready for what's going to come to you.
Now, the only thing is, you don't have to exactly do the same thing that they actually done to get overcome it. Because you can take their advice, but you do not have to do it the same exact way they did it. Because everybody is not the same. Everybody had their own different ways of actually trying to accomplish something and actually even doing something.
Good point.
And you gotta also, everybody else also is comfortable with doing it in their own ways, because you might take the advice, but you might do some of the advice, but you might end up finding something that was better for you to overcome it at the same time, basically. So that helps too, though.
That is true. And then maybe your different experience you can put on to somebody
else, and then as usual, basically, as it moves on, every person is different. Like I was saying before, every person is different. So every time you do give advice and you tell them how yours, and each person that kind of move it on, like pass it on, each person gonna have something different that actually kind of do. They ain't gonna say, "Oh, I did the exact same way you did. I did the exact same thing you did," and I end up. No, they're not gonna do that. They're gonna actually say, I found another different way, so I end up telling this person about it, and then they found another way, and then now they keep telling that person, so it kind of keeps on going from there, basically. Yeah. But it's definitely true, because every day in life you learn new things. It's every day. To me, life is school. Boom. Life is straight up school. Because every day you learn something. Every day you failing at something, but when you fail, you want to. It's like a test. You want to go keep taking it until you do pass it. Driving test. Yeah. Every time you fail a driving test, you're going to keep going to go take it because you want your license. So you're going to keep trying to go take that test. Basically,
it's like an essential thing, having that license to drive and get you where you need to be, A to B, to your job, to your school, whatever you got. And like you said, you got to pursue them lessons in life, because if you don't, you can't grow. You have a kid, you ain't gonna know what to teach them because you ain't been through nothing.
Yep.
So you can't stay inside, do nothing all day, or stay in your bed all the time. You can't, you got to get out and have life experiences. Even if it's something small, it'll lead up to something big down the road. It's always them steps that lead up to greater things.
For sure, definitely for sure.
Some people do have it more of an advantage. They're born into money, for example, or they born into a company that their family owns. Boom, they already got it from the jump. But for some things that they might not know that you know, and you might know that they don't know. Yeah. So that's where life is also about teamwork as well, helping each other out, man. We are all definitely the same. We don't have the same life, obviously, but at the end of the day, the blood bleeds the same way.
Most definitely. But
he's done. I ain't done yet. I'm slow. So
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
that. I think it was that. But it was good though.
It is good. I might save some for later, man.
But we're gonna end the video there. But just stay positive, people. Just always keep the head on your shoulders. Always keep the head on your shoulders. You definitely got to stay positive. Yes, you're gonna have your negative. You're going to, trust me. You're definitely going to. What? You just gotta hit them walls down, punch it through, kick through it.
And at the same
Get some
time,
kickboxing lessons and kick it through it. Something.
right. And if y'all have any experiences of your own to share, put it down, below in the comments, and you might be able to discuss it with somebody else, in the comments, and y'all can get back and forth on it, talk about it. You might help somebody else. Have questions for, me and Mr. Black Guy, just hit us up. I'll hit him up. I ain't really got my own thing going, but we're here together.
Pretty
we always
much.
go help y'all out, whatever you need. But in the same turn, help us out by hitting the like button, subscribing, put the notification bell on.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, you're getting used to it now.
Yes, sir. That's what it's all about.
Y'all have a good one. See you in the next video.
Later, y'all.